going on, everybody? Tanner here with another video. Hope you're all having a great, amazing, and productive day so far. In this video, I'm gonna be going over a little bit about my schedule as a teenage entrepreneur and what it's really like. This isn't gonna be in the day in the life vlog of me going around to a bunch of different places and doing a bunch of different things. This is strictly going to be what it's actually like as an internet entrepreneur. Like my actual day-to-day schedule and what I do. And also, before we get started, I just wanna say thank you to everybody who joined Next Generation E-commerce over the past 48 hours for that 30% off promo, for my consistency on YouTube of posting 30 days in a row for Next Gen E-com episodes. So this is episode number 32. Yep, 32. So I'm super excited that we've been able to, take it this far, and I'm looking forward to, wherever else I take it. So let's go ahead and get started here. What's actually funny right now is this book. I didn't do this on purpose. One of the books here on this stand is actually on how to build a routine and stay focused, which is a great book. And if you want the exact title, let me get it real quick. It's called Manage Your Day-to-Day, Build Your Routine, Find Your Focus, and Sharpen Your Creative Mind by Scott Belsky and Jocelyn L. Glee. It has two people on there. I don't know if that's the authors or editors or what. But that's definitely a good book to read. It's actually helped me with my schedule and building a routine over and over. And what I realized is that one thing that has helped me, it's actually funny, this is a coincidence because I didn't even put that book there on purpose. It's been there for a couple of days now. But what's funny is that I've actually built a routine and have been way more focused because of this book and reading it. I read this probably about 2.5 months ago when I was in Miami. There's actually a book I got from my friend George, and I read it. I was like, I actually realized the importance of having a schedule and having a routine instead of just going from your day-to-day doing nothing. Because right now I'm 18 years old, and most people my age are either in high school, they live their day-to-day going to school. They wake up, they go to school, and then, they come back and they hang out with friends or watch TV or do whatever they want to do. And they just repeat the same thing over and over, and then they spend the weekends, working, partying, whatever they do. Just a normal 18-year-old life, or they're in college doing the same thing, or maybe they're an entrepreneur, but most people are not really doing anything and they don't really have plans or goals. And I've realized that talking to, people of my age, friends that I have from around here. But for me, I've never really been able to just sit around and not have goals and not do anything like that. Like, I've always had aspirations to do more and more, whether it's materialistic goals, emotional goals, whatever. I've always just wanted to do more and be better than someone else and do better things and impact more people compared to just living my day-to-day life, doing nothing. The more times I see on the news of people getting killed and shootings, and all this terrible stuff going on, it's the more I realize it's like, we literally only have one life. That's all we have. And I don't want to waste my days, especially being young right now. My mind is young and my body is young, and I'm able to do things now that I won't be able to do while I'm older. And I don't want to waste those times. Like, one thing I'm doing right now is scuba diving. I'm about to take my final test to get my diving license this upcoming Sunday. I have to do my open water test. So it's just like building new skill sets. When I'm 80, 90, whatever, however long I live, when I'm super old, I probably wouldn't be able to go and get my scuba diving license and do all this stuff, or at least, I wouldn't be able to utilize it for a long time. Now I'm doing it when I'm 18 years old. I'm going to be able to dive for the rest of my life. And when I go to the beach and stuff, I'm not just hanging out on the beach. I'm like actually going, I can dive and do cool things. And that's why I do what I do now instead of living just like day-to-day doing nothing. And for me, this video is about schedule. And for me, building a schedule has been something that I do that's really helped me, get to where I am, I would say. I'm sure if you follow me for a while, you've heard of why the notebooks are important. I almost said expensive. They're not expensive. They're super inexpensive. They're expensive in value and sentimental value and how much they've helped me progress and achieve things. But they're the most inexpensive but effective tools that I've used to get to where I am. And what I do is I use my notebooks to take notes and to plan out my day. So what I do, some people do it before they go to bed, but I do it every morning. I wake up, all right, I'm just going to run through my routine, and then we'll break it down. I wake up, usually it depends, between 8 and 10 a.m., sometimes earlier, sometimes later, depends on, how late I was up the previous night. But that's on the average. And then I'll wake up, I check my things I need to check. It's just like a daily routine where I check the things I, need to check, like I said. Then I'll go to the gym. I do my 30 minutes on the stairs, my fasted cardio. Sometimes I'll lift, sometimes I won't. And then I'll go get groceries or, do whatever I need to do while I'm out, and I'll come back. And it's usually around like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. And I'll get back and I'll write down all of my goals and things that I want to get done for that day. And then I'll spend literally like the next 12 hours getting all of those things done. So I don't have like the earliest start to my day as far as like actual, work, but I get started, going to the gym and getting active, because I believe motion creates emotion. Whenever I'm moving and I'm, working out or whatever, it drives ideas, it drives passion towards different things. You're never gonna go into the gym. Like, a lot of people don't want to go to the gym. A lot of people don't go to the gym. But for me, I realized, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm gonna force myself to go. And then when I get there, it's like, all right, you know, it's not so bad. I'm doing something that's good for me. It's beneficial in multiple different ways. It's discipline. I'm losing weight, or, you know, I'm sweating or whatever. You know, there's lots of benefits to working out, and I've never been able to, you know, feel bad and not want to go to the gym and then go there, work out for 10 minutes and then not want to keep working out. Obviously, I want to finish my workout. Why would I go there, start working out, feel good, and then give up on it? So I think really just a big part of it is discipline. But I start my days just getting active. So I get some ideas, you know, think of things I have to get done. I take little notes on my phone sometimes. Usually what I'll do while I'm at the gym too, I'll hop on calls with people that I need to talk to, you know, a little bit earlier in the morning while I'm there at the gym doing my cardio, because, you know, while you're on the stair machine or the treadmill or whatever, it's like you're not using like your hands and stuff. You're not lifting weights, and it's easier to think and do things while you're just doing cardio and like using your legs more than anything. And it also makes it cardio easier because it takes your mind off of the fact that you're working out and you're tired, and more of that, all right, I'm on a call with someone, let's talk about what we need to talk about. Oh, look down, 30 minutes on the stairs, I'm done. And that's just what I've been able to do. You know, I get back and I start my routine. And my routine, you know, it tends to differ every day, because the way I usually structure my days is into two separate categories. One is going to be, you know, time specific things that have to get done. And then two is going to just be, you know, daily things that have to get done. And what I mean by that is like calls. Calls are time sensitive. When I schedule calls, I can't just like do it at midnight or, you know, 1 p.m. if we don't have a call scheduled and they wanted to do it in the evening. Like, I can't just do random stuff. If I have calls scheduled, whether it's with a mentor, a student, a business partner, a friend, a family member, whatever, I'm going to make sure that I'm always on time for that. That's one thing I've learned from my dad that he taught me growing up, is just, if you ever say you're going to do something, do it. You know, don't be that person that says they're going to do something and makes these false promises and never, you know, gets anything done or does what you expected them to do. You know, so for me, if I schedule a call with you, I will be there. Unless, you know, something actually happens that I think is more important than the call and I know that we can reschedule it. But if it's like a serious call and I know that it needs to be done, then I will schedule it and I will be there. And, you know, those are time sensitive things that I schedule into my everyday life. And then what I have around that, or not, they don't even have to be calls. It could literally just be a meeting or going somewhere. But the other side of it is just going to be things that have to get done. Like, oh, I have to submit this. I have to make sure this got transferred. I have to check these ads. I have to talk to this person real quick about this or whatever. You know, I have this list of long things that I have to do every single day. And those things are like, they don't have to be done by 3 p.m. or 12 p.m., whatever. Like, I just have to get them done no matter what. And then I'll make sure to have them done before I go to bed. Like, I won't go to bed until I finish everything on my checklist, unless it's something like super minor that can just get pushed over and it's fine. But most of the time, I'm having these two separate categories of my schedule, and then I'm able to see what's time sensitive, what's not, and then I schedule those things that are non-time sensitive around the things that are time sensitive to make sure that I'm, getting everything done in the most effective and efficient way as possible. But why I think the notebook is so important, almost said expensive again for the second time, is just because it's that accountability. When you're writing, it's so much different. I never really used to write at all, but now that I do it every single day, I realize why people do it and why successful people say it's so important. It's because like you're writing and you actually see your goals, you see what needs to get done, and it becomes a lot more attached. You have your arm to the pen and then the pen to the paper. Like, it's a lot more connected and attached because it's your handwriting and you're writing what you want to accomplish instead of just typing something up or, hey Siri, set a reminder to do this. It's a lot more effective, and it keeps yourself accountable as far as from what I've been able to see and what I've done over the past couple of months here with writing my goals. I literally haven't been writing my goals except for the past 2 to 3 months. So it's pretty new to me and now it's common. It's just part of my routine. It's part of my schedule. And it's what I have to get done every day. So, like realistically, I wake up between 8 and 10, and then I'm not in bed till I usually don't fall asleep until around 2 a.m. because I get into bed. I try to aim to be in bed by around 12 a.m. And then, I'm in bed watching videos, or if I'm talking to someone, or, maybe I'm out somewhere until later, or whatever the case may be. But I try to always get my 8 hours of sleep. I don't understand why people try and do the hustle. I used to hustle. I used to get no sleep, but that was when I was in school and I had responsibilities to go to school every day. Now I have responsibilities, but it's like I can actually work my schedule, my own schedule, because I'm an entrepreneur. I can sleep my 8 hours a day, and I try and sleep 8 hours a day. Like today, I had 6 hours of sleep. Not a big deal. But I average, probably 8 hours a day, just because I'm going to be a lot more effective when I have my full rest and full sleep compared to, oh, I'm a hustler, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm only sleeping 2 hours a day. That's going to catch up to you, and you're not going to be as effective as you are if you're on full rest mode. Because when you're on full rest mode, that means you can be on full hustle mode and be working, and your mind's going to be, at that sharpest point as it can get to, compared to being, sleep deprived. Your mind's not going to be as fast, and you're going to be, sort of slow when it comes down to actually doing things and getting things done. So that's why I think sleep's very important. I would never say to cut your sleep schedule just because of how important it actually is to get you to where you want to be. So I wake up, I go to the gym, I work, and then I'm in bed. Like that's really all it comes down to. I have what needs to get done and I make it happen. And I think a lot of people just don't even have goals, and that's why they never get to where they want to be or never accomplish what they want to accomplish. So set goals, create a routine that works for you. Some people have a routine, some people don't. I have a routine, like the framework of, my sleep schedule and then going to the gym, and then everything else is sort of, time sensitive, and I just make sure the other things just get done by the time they need to get done, within that specific day of the checklist. So that's the schedule for me, 18-year-old entrepreneur. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.